Are you ready to hear more details in your favorite tracks? The Edifier Bookshelf speakers pack the latest technology that brings your music to another level. With a wide range of input options, you can connect them easily to a turntable, create a home theater in your living room, and stream high-quality audio wirelessly from your phone with ease. Or just enjoy the elegant looks of the classic wooden cabinets. Edifier, the true audio experience for everyone.
So this is really actually the first ground-up design reference product that we've done in almost 7 or 8 years now. So that gave us a chance to update all the cosmetics, of course, but it also gave us a chance to go back and look at all the driver design, tweeter, horn design, mechanical layouts of the components. So it's a ground-up design. You can see that there's been plenty of cosmetic updates to the product. I've made lots of changes. The series includes 11 passive products. It's a new vinyl. It's a black textured wood grain vinyl. It has a little bit more contemporary look. It's also very more rugged, durable vinyl. Everything's horn loaded in this product series. Tractrix horn, it's another further development in our hybrid Tractrix design philosophy. So it's a 90 by 90 dispersion pattern. All the tweeters are 1-inch tweeters. Tweeter diaphragm also implies a larger voice coil, and larger voice coil, larger magnet structures, and all that have better heat sinking capability. So that means better power handling, better dynamic range. The new series of products are all 1-inch now. So that's a nice little update to some of the smaller products in the line. I tend to consider Klipsch wheelhouse in terms of product performance. The ones that just match well with the horn technology that we have available. You have a relatively good back air chamber that gives the loudspeaker, a lot of deep blow in. But on the other end of it, you have the sensitivity and efficiency of that tweeter that really gives you, a really efficient loudspeaker design.
I'm Daniel Ashcraft. I'm an industrial designer, and I've been working with JBL since 1985. What excites me most about the Studio 2 is the expression of the music itself, but visually how it's expressed, because our perception of performance is always driven by our eyes, not our ears. In the beginning of any design process, we begin to lay pen to paper and develop a series of concepts that represent those ideas that we talked about. Design is really about representing those ideas. Music, because of its technology and the requirements of the technology that's involved, has to be completely blended with the design, or else it just becomes an abstract art piece and is not really relevant to the user. The opportunity to work with JBL has been one of the greatest experiences in my life. What we're trying to do is find out from an engineering standpoint what the key features are that differentiate that product. In the case of JBL has this rich 60-some-year history of audio engineering. And we want to find ways to visually represent that to the person who's buying it so that they can own a piece of that history and that legacy in their lives.
The Cerwin-Vega SL series offers 8 high-performance speaker models. Since no single speaker configuration is right for all situations, the SL series gives you the power to completely customize your system to create the perfect home theater experience. Whether you're passionate about music, movies, or hosting a serious game night, the SL series puts you in control of creating your dream setup. Each speaker comes in a classic-style black cabinet with a removable grille. At under 1 foot tall, the SL5M delivers true Cerwin-Vega performance in a bookshelf-style speaker design. It features an efficient 5¼ inch low-end driver and a 1-inch tweeter housed in a bass reflex cabinet. With a frequency response of 58 Hz to 26 kHz and a power capacity of up to 125 watts, the SL5M is incredibly versatile. Whether you use them as a stereo pair, rear speakers for your surround system, or as your home theater's mains, these little speakers can sound really big. With the Cerwin-Vega SL series, you don't have to compromise by installing a pre-designed system. The SL series puts you in control by giving you the power to create the perfect sound system for your listening environment.
Our two bookshelf models feature the one UniQ array in a two-way configuration. But the larger floor standers, the Q500, 700 and the fantastic Q900, of course, feature bass drivers. What's really interesting here is that in our smallest Q500 floor stander, you will notice that we've made a bespoke bass driver exactly the same size as the 5¼ inch UniQ array. The Q700 features the bigger UniQ, but we've specially designed a 6½ inch bass driver to go with the 6½ inch array. And the flagship Q900 has got a very big 8-inch UniQ with a 1½ inch tweeter and 8-inch bass drivers. Very often manufacturers will use the same bass driver with the different sizes of mids and tweeters, but at KEF we've made no compromise.
When we set out to design the Motion series, we knew we had to find something that would allow us to create sound similar to our electrostats that we're so well known for, but we knew the thing had to be compact and very affordable. After a lot of searching and a lot of experimenting, we were able to come up with this folded motion driver.
It is essentially a thin film diaphragm. We have a large thin film for our electrostatic speakers, so what we've done is shrunk that down into use as a high frequency tweeter. By folding it down, we can use a large surface area in a small package and produce very articulate, low distortion, high efficiency sound. This right here is our larger diaphragm. Surface area wise, it's about 11 times as large as a standard 1-inch dome. But this does actually get folded down and become this very small, compact tweeter design that works like an accordion as far as how it moves in and out, that has to move very little to produce a lot of sound, and that creates low distortion, clean audio. This is really proven technology. However, this implementation is new. What we've done is improved it. Its frequency response was awesome. Dispersion is awesome. All the great aspects of this tweeter just play out very nicely into the system and give you great sound.
When you listen to Motion series speakers, you immediately identify that there's something unique about them, that they have a sound that you haven't heard before, that's more accessible and more realistic than what most people are used to listening to.
What's up guys, Mike from Rockville here to show you the RHT SB speaker stands. Super easy to assemble. The only tool you'll need is a Phillips screwdriver. Instructions are included. Let's get to it. These are all the accessories that come with the kit to set up your RHT SBs. Everything is included. I want to point out these isolation spikes. These ones are brass ones and these ones are rubber. You're going to use the brass ones if you have a high carpeted environment, and you're going to use the rubber one for anything else. So this is the speaker stand itself. This is the center part. You're going to take this. We are going to actually flip it upside down. So you're going to flip it upside down so that the Rockville is upside down. You are going to take one of your base plates and you're going to try to line it up. You're going to want to put it so the screw mounts are facing towards the ceiling. So you're basically putting it upside down. You're going to try to line it up to the best of your abilities with the perforated screw holes that are already on the speaker stand and on the speaker plate. I want you to see this. So again, we're going to line it up. We're going to take one of our screws to start and our Phillips screwdriver. And then push all the way through. You put it right into one of the holes here. And you just start screwing away. Once you're satisfied with how tightly that one is screwed, let's get another one in. We're going to take one of these, same thing, just screw it in. We get two more screws in there. I'm actually going to line both up this time. So I put one on this side, take another screw, put one on this side. Looks like I got them lined up. Twist it a little bit to get the screws to catch. And I just screw it in firmly with the screwdriver. Next, we're going to take one of the rubber isolation spikes, and you can see at the four corners of the bottom base plate there are screw mounts. You're just going to take the rubber isolation spike and just screw it in with your hand. Depending on how level or unlevel your floor is, you can readjust these rubber isolation spikes so that you can have a perfect equilibrium for the speaker stand. I'm going to take the last two, put them both in at the same time. Look at that, double time. So as you can notice, there's two different sizes for the top plate. We have a smaller size and a larger size. Now this is going to totally depend on what size speakers you are putting on the speaker stand itself. I'm going to put on a larger top plate. Same thing as with the bottom plate, just screw it into place. I'm going to grab all three and just put them into place. Next thing we're going to do is take 4 isolation pads. Now note that all of them have a 3M adhesive on the back that you have to pull off, just like that. Stick one into the corner. Stick it right into the corner and hold for 10 seconds. The last step, and this is an optional step if you want to get that really clean look, is to put cable clips to stick them onto the back of the speaker stands and use zip ties to tie together your loose cables. And just like that, we set up one whole speaker stand. The process for the other speaker stand is exactly the same. Let's see how these look with some speakers on them.
Ready for a modern look and incredible audio? Klipsch Reference powered speakers deliver room-filling sound with a minimal amount of gear, and they'll work with virtually anything. TVs, computers, phones, tablets, turntables, you name it. With an integrated turntable preamp, Bluetooth wireless technology, digital optical, analog RCA, and USB inputs, it's goodbye clunky AV receiver and hello onboard amplifier and dynamic stereo sound. And with Klipsch powered speakers dynamic bass EQ, you get rich, powerful bass. Whether the listening volume is low, cranked up, or somewhere in between. Just plug in or wirelessly connect your source, and you're ready to rock. Signature sound in a sleek, self-powered package. Klipsch Reference Powered Speakers.
Hi, this is JC Sutherland, Product Manager for M-Audio, and today I'm happy to show you our new AV series, which is our new multimedia monitor. It's the AV32 and the AV42. The AV32 comes with a 1-inch ferrofluid filled tweeter and a 3-inch polypropylene coated cone, and the 42 comes with the same tweeter and a 4-inch poly cone. The 32 is 10 watts per channel and the 42 is 20 watts per channel, and it comes with an active speaker and a passive speaker. The cool thing about that is you only have to plug your computer into one of them. You can plug them into the active, and the active will power the passive. Also, when you plug it into your computer, on the front we have inputs for your mobile device, so if you want to listen directly, you don't have to unplug it from your computer. You just plug it into the 1/8 inch right here. And if you want to listen to your headphones, you can just plug the headphones into this. It'll kill the mains and you can use the volume control. And that way you don't really ever have to unplug these from your computer. The main difference between this and the previous generation is that we removed the grill. And because we removed the grill, we were able to do this very nice, intricate waveguide. And what the waveguide does, it gives you a very broad dispersion pattern on the tweeter and gives you a really deep and accurate soundstage. Now, some people are concerned when you remove the grill because they have kids, and kids like to poke things, and they're afraid that they'll poke either the tweeter or the woofer driver. Well, the nice thing is we thought of that, and when we designed these, you can poke the tweeter or the woofer, and they will both pop out without damaging the driver. This is the new AV series, and it's a great addition to your multimedia setup. It is very nice sounding speakers.
Reference Premiere is a new experience, and the truth is in the listening. We are so excited about this new line. It is an exceptional product. Reference Premiere is a product that takes you closer to the music. It is so clean and low in distortion. It absolutely just gets out of the way of your music. It's not about the jazz trio showing up in your house and playing in your living room. It's about transporting you to the venue.
I feel really proud as a product manager, as an artist, as a musician to be a part of the development of the Reference Premiere line. I love recording music. I love capturing that sound of that performance. I love recreating the energy of a live band. Being a musician and being a songwriter and being a recording engineer is all about recreating that live music experience, that thrill that you feel as a performer on stage. I think the Reference Premiere speakers do that particularly well. With the redesigned Tractrix horn, you're hearing exactly the source material that the artist, the record producer, the engineer, the movie director intended you to hear it.
I think that this launch is one of the most important in the history of our company, as we've really staked our claim as the great American speaker company. So it's an exciting time for us. The products are extraordinary. This is not an evolution of anything we've ever done before. This is the revolution that Klipsch has been working on for the past 10 years.
Reference Premiere embodies Klipsch design philosophy. When you look at the new horn, it is a rubber material that absolutely eliminates resonance. The baffle treatment is free of all fasteners. There are no screws visible. There are no grill fasteners. It is a smooth surface. The baffle is a chamfered edge, and it's a fadeaway baffle. The new hybrid Tractrix horn, the new phase plug, the titanium linear travel suspension tweeter, the Cerametallic woofers, the Tractrix flare on the rear port. Everything contributes to low distortion and high performance.
This is absolutely the best reference line we've ever made. We've taken those legendary reference technologies, that legendary reference sound, and that legendary reference look, and upgraded it across the board. It's louder in the low end and smoother in the high end for more detail, more power, more dynamics. This is a reference speaker like you've never heard it before.
There is no substitute for quality. Great sound is worth it. There's no substitute for this level of fidelity and emotional involvement with your home entertainment.
I think the performance of a speaker can be judged on its ability to pull you into a performance. I think Reference Premier excels at that because it will reproduce the elements of your favorite record or your favorite movie with power and with dynamics and with a strength and an emotion you've never heard before.